Shalom everyone, it's called Torah, and today we will discuss Parashat Chayi Sarah. There is an interesting pasuk, interesting verse towards the end of the parsha. After Yitzchak is getting married to Rivka, and after they established their home, we know that Abraham took another wife, or according to our tradition, he went back to Hagar, to the maidservant that Sarah brought into the house, and he had Ishmael from her. And the Torah describes a very interesting story. And the Torah says, "Vayiten Avraham et kol asher lo leYitzchak," and Abraham gave everything he had to Yitzchak. However, to his other children, the children of the other wife or wives that Abraham took, he also gave gifts and he sent them away. So obviously there is some kind of a contradiction between the beginning of the verse and the end of the verse. If we say that Abraham gave everything that he had to Yitzchak, where could he find other things, other gifts to give to the other children? Therefore, the word everything, which is in Hebrew kol, chaf, lamed, is not necessarily everything you have, and then you are empty-handed, but has a different meaning. But before we get into the understanding of that meaning, we will skip few parashot to the meeting between Yaakov and Esav, Jacob and Esau. When Jacob is on his way to return to the land of Israel, he confronts Esau and he sends him gifts and he tries to appease him. And Esau said to Jacob, Esav says to Yaakov, don't worry, I don't need your gifts. Yesh li rav, which means I have plenty. And Yaakov says, Achi, my brother, yesh li kol, I have everything. So what is the difference between kol, everything, and rav, plenty or everything? I think that the major difference is in the way we look at things. And what do I mean by that? When Abraham gave Yitzchak kol, everything, and when Yaakov says to Esav, my brother, yesh li kol, I have everything, it means what? I have everything that I need. It's not plenty, it's not too little, it's everything that I think we need. Where Esav comes along as someone who is very arrogant and says, I have plenty, I have more than I need. The question is, how do you know what you need? When do we know that it's enough? So one of the ideas that I would like to share with you today is the understanding of what our sages says later on in the Ethics of the Father. Ezeu ashir, who is wealthy? Hasameach bechelko, someone who is happy with his lot. Now, it does not mean that we do not need to be ambitious, that we do not need to try to accomplish as much wealth as we can, that we need to work hard and to put our efforts to be able to sustain our family, to help our community, to help Jews all over the world, and to help humanity. We should try to do our best to accomplish as much wealth as we can. However, wealth, possessions do not define who we are. We can be happy with one piece of bread, and we can be happy by going to a restaurant every day we want. It's about kol. It's about everything that I need. It's not about plenty. It's not about trying to glorify our days and our wealth and to show it to everyone. It's about how do we view it as people who are happy with what we have. I think it's important not only for us as adults, but also the way we convey to our children. Our children need to know that we expect of them to be ambitious, to be motivated, to try to accomplish as much as they can, but also to understand at the same time that they will never be defined by their possession that they hold, by the amount of income that they bring into the house, but rather they will be evaluated by who they are, but what they can be happy with. And this is, I think, the secret of a happier life. Avraham is teaching us here in this parsha something about happiness in life. Happiness in life does not come only if you have that amount of money in your bank account or you have less or more. It's about if you have what you need. Not necessarily if you have what you want. And there is a huge difference between what you need and what you want. Not everything that you want is a need, and not necessarily everything that you need, you want. But this is the idea of kol, of everything. We're not looking for plenty, because when you talk about plenty, there is no end to it. If someone has $10, he would like to have 20. If someone has $1 million, he wants 2 millions, and so forth. Kol, everything that I have, is the secret for true happiness in our lives. Thank you.